So, time for an update. We are going to sort this mess out. Yes, more Lego. So, this is state of play at the minute. I am going to remove, got this cough of mine. I've had it about 2 months, doing me head in. I think I definitely need to go to the doctor. So, I'm going to take all these shelves down. So there is 4 shelves, if you can't count. They are going to be recycled into my daughter's bedroom for her Lego. And I think that 3-way unit is going in her bedroom as well. I'm going to get, because there's so much Lego, lot. Of course, Lego. I've got vastness of Lego to build. So the plan is to take all the Lego down, get all the Lego out, move it to one side, remove, obviously, the 4 shelves, take them all out, and then I'm going to do racking up the wall and some just normal shelving like I've done obviously with this. So same thing, gonna get the rack in and then just buy the shelving, the wood. I worked out that obviously what I'm going to do is just where that steps like that, I'm just going to run one shelf all the way across the top of the door frame, so it'll be one continuous shelf. And then I worked out that I can get, I think I'm going to do it to, so obviously because it's going to be adjustable, I'm going to try and do 4, I think I can probably get 5. So if I run it 5 shelves, which I think is pretty cool. Cool, is cool the right word? It's about right. And then I think what I'll do is I'll leave the floor empty, because if I leave the floor, you don't need to put a shelf on the floor, do I? Then I can stand the bigger units, like in that box is a Pac-Man arcade I need to build. That can go on the floor then. So I'm thinking, if I run, basically, get your words out, if I run the racking all the way down the wall, I can then put the shelves, because you can move, I can put the shelves where I want. It's more adjustable than fixing the shelves directly to the wall. So I can adjust them to how I want, what sets where, and figure it out. So we'll time-lapse me taking all this out, I think, some footage, and then building it. So I'm going to, first off, I'm going to empty it, take these shelves down, then fit these shelves in my daughter's room. Then while my missus and daughter are filling her shelves up, I can get my racking fitted on here. So shelves are off, so I took 4 shelves down, and yes, look at all look at all the holes from previous shelves, new shelves. Oh, you can tell I've done some work here. So now I need to move all that and take them out. But before I do any of that, I think I'm going to take all them out. I'm going to fill all the holes. It makes no difference if I fill the holes or not, really, because it's going to be covered by Lego. But I'm tempted to fill it. Do you know what? I might even paint the wall. I might paint the wall orange. Maybe we put a bit of colour behind it. Bit of orange. Paint the wall orange. Yeah, might be. Or just repaint it white. I don't know. Or not even paint it at all, like I didn't I didn't paint that because obviously you can't see the wall. So yeah. But first job is now the 4 shelves are taken off there. I now need to go fit in my daughter's bedroom and then figure out what to do with the rest of it, because that's the moment it is all a mess on the floor. So yeah, anyway, thank you. So we are getting on with the Lego area. I have literally just filled some holes. Hey, yeah, holes filled, as you can see by the speed lapse. Holes filled. Oh, this stuff's awesome. When I did obviously the wall with about 55,000 holes, godsend. So yeah, so the wall is a mess. The missus was telling me when we bought, because we bought this house from new, we bought it off plot, so wait for it to get built. She says that we was left a tin of paint, because the whole house was the same colour apart from the kitchen, which I paid extra £100 to change the paint colour. She reckons there's a paint can in the shed with some paint, obviously in a paint can, to do this wall. So I think what I'm going to do is, when that is dried off, I am going to sand down the wall a little bit and repaint it. I am taking that out, so that unit's going to be out of the way, and then I'm going to literally just paint this wall before putting the racking up. So I've got the racking, I've got the bits down, hiding under there. I haven't got the wood. I could have picked up the wood, and I thought, do you know what? I won't pick up the shelves yet. I'll wait till I've got it painted, racking on, and then it's done, and then bring the wood in, because it's space, isn't it? I'm going to have to find a place to put all this, because, as you can see, there's a lot of Lego splattered about. A lot of Lego. So I can't even get in here to do any gaming. Not like I game that much anyway. I want to, but the sooner I get this done. So Good Friday, I've realised I'm not at work, so I'm going to get in here and paint, I think, on Good Friday, unless, he says, unless I can get a bit of painting done beforehand, because it is needing doing. So yeah, that's where we're up to at the moment. Right then, update for where I've got up to. Finished, I think finished April's room, just as shelves are like done. Been to B&Q this morning, picked up all the wood, cheaper wood, racking. I painted one coat paint. The beeping is the CD player on pause. Just had, what do we just have on? Lost Boys. I've got Rocky on at the minute, Rocky Story. What did I have on before that? Footloose album. So, it's been a pain. I've just got the top one up. So the racking is all done. Top one's on. So just need to screw it on, get the other shelves done, and then have a look-see. So here we go. We are done. There's April Ray. She's happy. I've just done her dining room, playroom for her show. So there we go. Big top board. I had to trim that a little bit, just get that up there. That was a nightmare to do. I wanted to have one board, so I put it up. I put a bracket in there, I'll show you, put that, and then I put the poles in, which I only did one. I didn't do a video with it. So I cut all the boards, 123mm, all of them, so they would fit perfect in the shelving. I got a tread over all this lot. So yeah, they're all cut per. I managed to get them. Basically, the shelves were 2.5, so this big one was 2.5. So I got him to trim a little bit off, which is about 225, which I thought would fit, but it was about 223. I don't like the bit where it sticks over. These, obviously, I just got them to cut in half, so they were 1.25, which was 2 centimetres too much. So yeah, so they all fit perfect. They fitted really nice, look. That one. Really weird, they did. This last one didn't. So I mixed the shelves around to see if it was, but for some reason, this wall, this bit of here, from door frame to wall, is like a few millimetres difference to all that. So I sanded...
blame the other guys, they never get it right.
Yeah, it's me. I cut it all, but I think... So I foot the wall, I foot the door frame, look. I've chipped the wood.
Can I put Jurassic Park on
big
now?
In a sec, because...
Yay.
I've been sanding down the edges to try and get it to fit, and in the end I just thought it was tight, really tight, and I just thought, you know what, I'll just knock it in. So I pushed it in hard, and yeah, it's done that. So I've got a bit left over, which is going to be which is still 1.25, which is going to go downstairs in the dining room.
Just like my...
Yeah, I'll flash a picture up of April's done. I can get one more shelf and I just need some more brackets. So yeah, so that is all done. Very happy. I did put a little bracket there, look, on the top to hold it in place because it sits on door frame. So I thought if I put that held it there perfect while I put that one in, and then I got the spirit level on. The spirit level it's not too bad. There you go, look. That's one. Yeah, they're all pretty. I did it. I tell you what, I did. Yeah, I did a lot. So yeah, that is. Whew, what was it? 6:20, right? I was just about to go to B&Q this morning about 10, and the missus goes, "Oh, what? Why are you leaving? Oh, can you pick up some extra racking, some extra wood, and do the dining room as well?" So I was like, "Yeah." I thought I'll paint this wall while it's drying. I'll go for a run and then come back and then fit all this. But no, I have to do the dining room, so I didn't even get out for a run today. The only time I stopped was 10 minutes to have some dinner, and then this. But I'm happy. So I've gone for cheaper wood. This is a lot. I've gone for 16mm thick, whereas the game room one I think was 18mm thick and gloss. So it's a lot more expensive. A lot more expensive than going for this, which is not glossy and it's a bit cheaper, MDF style. So, you know, I thought I spent about 350 quid doing all that wall. So doing this wall, I don't know how much it was. I think I priced it up. I think it was worked out about 135 quid to do this Lego wall, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I've got space at the bottom to put any boxes and that I haven't built. But I need to now get the Lego in here. But the only hassle I had, which took about 20 minutes, was... What, man? Stood on here. Sorry. Was that fella there. That one. The X-Wing. Because the shelving's wider and it just missed the top one. And it just missed... I managed to put these in while leaving there. But that ship was the opposite way around. So I have to move it around just to get it... it fits in there. On a weird angle, but yeah, now to get all the Lego back on the shelf and then see what Lego I've got left over to build. So I'm done. I am done with the Lego shelving, he says. Not really done, because I have a few sets to build. So I've done enough with the shelving, I hope. And I've just got a few sets to build and then change a few things around. But I'll show you what I mean. So I've got these minifigures, these sets. I like these little sets I've got over the years, Simpsons, and I've got the Olympic ones and stuff like that. So they need to go somewhere. I think they'll probably still stack in there as before. So yeah, so I've got obviously Pac-Man to build. Obviously that's going to be a big one, so that's going to be down here. I have a spare board, so I just left it there in case I need a shelf. If not, I can just stand stuff on it. So I've got obviously Gizmo, I've got Spaceman, Jaw set, Optimus Prime, not Optimus Prime, that's Optimus Prime. Soundwave to build. I've got a two Back to the Future ones I want to build, 2 different versions. I'm still waiting on the Wicked Bricks box containers, special ones to put them in. They keep getting delayed. Got Fast and Furious in there, little gaming thing, Tron, still there to build. So they're the bigger sets, but that's the biggest set. So that's what I need to build and put back on. So yeah, so here we go. We've got the Atari, the NES, the Game Boy. I've just ordered a special box for the Game Boy to go in. Got the Friends set there with a little mini arcade. Obviously the Goonies one, I wish I'd ordered a box for this, because there's a really cool box for it to go in. It sold out straight away, so I might just have to find a different style box for it to go in, because there was one that could go in the attic or loft, whatever you want to call it, goes in, but all the other boxes don't let that go in, so it's just a ship. So I might get a box for that. Little pirate ship, obviously helmet from Luke Skywalker, little record player. Obviously the Millennium Falcon just managed to stay on, didn't need to move. That was a pain in the arse. I moved it and everything, and then what happened was I had to put another shelf in. So I actually had to move the wall bracket over slightly, but I cheated slightly because you can see a little brown hole there. I just moved it over one and just used, I just screwed it into the plaster. It seems fine. Yeah, so I didn't need to move that one, as you can see, close. But yeah, I quite fancy getting a special box to put that in. But these boxes to buy to put the Lego in cost as much as the Lego. The original Back to the Future DeLorean there, and obviously the later one that came out. So they fit nicely on there. What I tried to do is try to get everything that's the same height on the same shelf. That way I could minimise the wall space and then not waste anything. Because what happened was, these fellas, they're not very high. So what I did is I put all the houses, like the special cabin, outdoor cabin ones or whatever they are, some beach ones together, and then there's the up house. Then these little fellas, the camper van stylies, RVs, were taking up quite a big shelving. So what I did was I lowered, that shelf was about there, so I lowered that and actually put another shelf in just for them, so I could get them on there, because they only don't need much space. Got the Sonic set in there, and then I got these futuristic houses and ski and skateboard ramp things. Just these 3-in-1 creating house surf shops and stuff like that. I do love the little houses. That's what Mrs. was like, well, get rid of some of them to make room for the bigger sets, but I kind of like them. So it's nice to actually, I could get them on there and minimise what space, or maximise what space I've got. So I can really squash them a bit together, so they're not too squashed, but enough to get them all on there. Then obviously I can get them the bigger sets on, because the bigger sets are going to go down there. So I have, in theory, as you can see, I've got more room to put that one higher, which I've just left for now, because once I build, I need to find out how high that is, because that's definitely going to sit on the floor down here. I need to see, obviously, the Jaws set, how high that is. It'd be quite cool if I could get it on that shelf with the other 2 ships. That would be pretty cool. And obviously Spaceman and Gizmo are going to be around about the same height. So I know my daughter, obviously April's eyeing up the Friends set over there. So you never know, I might end up gifting that to her to give me a bit of room. So But apart from that, that is pretty much it for yeah, just a load of little sets to do, and yeah, and then that's it. And like these fellas here, I've got some Star Wars minifigures in there. I've got the Olympics set in there, Simpsons set, another Simpsons set there. What's in this one? Just a load of different minifigures. I think that's series 1 that came out. Just trying to fit them, but like I said, I think they will stack in there. I don't know whether to stack them like I did loosely before, or even mount them to the wall, because they have got bits you can mount on. But I still need to get this up on the wall, actually. I love this. When I broke my leg, I had a friend make this for me, which I think is awesome. So I'm gonna go stick that up there with that what I got made for me for Christmas ages ago. So yeah, I might stick that on the wall. That's got to stay. I do love that. So yeah, that's it. So there you go. That is done. That is, like I said, I don't need to buy any more shelves because I've got a spare shelf, and just in case while I was there, got 3 of them spare. They're £3 each, so that's £9 just sat here. So I have got the option of putting another shelf up and moving. I literally have done April's, or should I say our dining room, April's plate / April's playroom. So I've got 4 shelving in there done. I put the floating shelves what are in here. A couple of them went into a bedroom, so I didn't waste them. I've just got the units what are sat there. Yeah, they're on the landing. Need to find out what I'm doing with them. Are they going down to the tip, give away to someone? You know, they served the purpose for me now. Could pass them on. But yeah, before and after, obviously, so I'll post a picture from member up in here, the before and after picture, because I think it looks better with the shelving. I wish I'd done that from the start, but you don't know where you're going. Same with all these games and collecting. You don't know how far you're going to go. I just need Lego to stop making sets that I want now. Just stop making sets I want. Or is it I want, I need? Because I've got a load of little figures, sets and all that, Star Wars and City and all that in boxes in the attic. I thought I could eventually have in here, but they went up there to make room for the bigger sets, so I don't know. But I'm not doing any more. This is it. This room is done. All shelving is done. Nothing's moving. Every bit of... back wall's done, where this camera is now. Back wall, all the game is done. The Amstrad with the TV, that area doesn't need to change. That's all done. The window box was done ages ago. That's all right with the VHS and Laserdisc. That's fine. The batch feature collection isn't really going to grow any more than it is, so that's fine. It's overstacked with 2 shelves. I did think of doing the same as the Lego and the gaming, buying some racking and putting some of these filler shelves on and just spreading it out onto 3 shelves instead of 2. But yeah, I think that's it. The room, I don't think I can do any more in this room now. All covered. So yeah, so if you got this far, thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think to the before and after. I know people are going to say it's a waste of money and all that. I think I spent... I think I worked out it's about £135, but then I did an extra shelf. So it's about should we say £150 to do that wall, which is a lot cheaper than doing this wall. Because obviously, like I said, I went with cheaper wood or timber, if you want to use the correct terminology. Yeah, I went for cheaper shelving. I even went with, instead of having the bracket to fit the whole shelf to get the weight, I went shorter, saved myself 50p off. Because it did need to cover, because the weight, it's not going to be a great weight on that. So yeah, so there you go, all done. Thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. That is the last one. What I might do, you never know, later in the year I might do one last mini room tour just to show the room off as it is finished, because a few things have come and gone. And yeah, thanks very much. Catch you on the next one, and I hope everyone is well.